A familiar chant is resurfacing once again. But this time, that same sentiment is echoing across the world. As the Trump administration expands its involvement in the affairs of other sovereign nations, anger on the streets and the language used to express it has grown louder. And it often gets framed the same way. People around the world simply hate Americans or reject Western freedoms.
For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel.
They hate our freedoms.
But that explanation misses something important, because these chants aren't really about Americans, they're about American power. In Iran, the phrase "Mark Bar Amerika" is commonly understood as down with US policies, and similar slogans show up elsewhere whenever the US is seen as backing wars, sanctions, coups, or foreign governments against local populations. From protests against US involvement in Latin America to marches over wars in the Middle East to global solidarity demonstrations, the target is rarely ordinary American people. It's about imperialism, intervention, resource exploitation, and military power. And now it's been happening at home.
Biggest threat in the world today! Biggest threat in the world today! Donald Trump and the USA! Not a penny, not a dollar! We won't pay for war and slaughter!
In just the first weeks of 2026, the US has dramatically escalated its foreign interference. It launched a military operation to abduct Venezuela's president. It has threatened military action against Iran amid protests and warned that any country trading with Tehran could face 25% tariffs. They openly discussed seizing Greenland from Denmark. The US also warned Cuba and other states of consequences if they don't make a deal with Washington. Meanwhile, US-made weapons supplied through billions in military aid and arms sales continue to be used by Israel in its military operations in Gaza and the occupied West Bank. Under international law, no country has the right to interfere in another's affairs, military, political, or economic. Yet the US has often done exactly that, with zero accountability. By acting with impunity, it fuels the very anger seen on streets worldwide. And whether people agree with the language or not, the message behind the protests is consistent. As long as US foreign policy is felt as force, punishment, or control, anger at American power will keep finding a voice in chants and protests in the streets.
No more wars for